also
Great call. Danny Jaworski. Fernandez. Out of Gudabin.
Norman Black, their import.
And number 33.
And you've got number 33, Bogsa Donado. So both squads completing their starting five, and as usual, as prearranged by the PBA, we have the NBA referees, Messrs. Lee Jones and Jim Capers, officiating game number 3.
There's only one change in the first five of the Great Taste Coffee makers. They put in Banal instead of Leo Paguntalang, which they've been done in the past 2 games. If you notice, Paguntalang has been trying to take on Billy Ray Bates in the first 2 games. In the second game, Bates really went to work in the first quarter against him, trying to exploit the mismatch. So I think it's going to be Banal against Billy Ray Bates in this ball game from the start.
So there will be adjustments coming from both benches. And right now, as you prepare for the big game number 3, don't forget that on August 26th, Coach Tito Eduque invites everyone to Kamayan Restaurant to celebrate its Founders Day. The management will be giving a special 10% discount to all who will go there, and a big 50% discount to all those who will come in an all-white outfit. So see you there.
Ramon Fernandez will be in his Holy Communion.
I haven't seen Mon wear white in a long time. As a matter of fact, I don't recall what he was wearing when he got married to Marisa. But that was a lovely wedding day. So we have Bates, Co, Fabiosa, Cesar Kidabin. And for Great Taste Coffee, it's Black, Brown, Adonado, Banal, and Victorino. Come to think of it, this is the 3 legitimate beasts. Black, Brown, and Banal.
And also Victorino.
Well, yeah. For Visayan, pwede na.
5 Bs for them.
Jumping Black and Kidabin. Game number 3. Game number 1, it was won by Great Taste Coffee. They won by 7 points. And then Sunday's game number 2, Crispa came back, winning by 3 points. Here is Banal going to Norman Black with spots from that spot. Norman Black during the past 2 games has been averaging 35.5 games. We have our first turnover tonight.
Yes, Abed Gidabin dribbling the ball a little bit too high for his head, trying to get a fast break for his team, committing the first turnover, like you said.
Low posting is Norman Black. On the weak side, it's Bogsa Donado, but he's covered by Philip Cesar, who comes out to meet him. He spots from that spot. Here is Banal. And Kidabin pulls down his first defensive rebound. Kidabin has been averaging 10 rebounds during the past 2 games. There's a cover by Banal. He goes to the other side.
Kidabin not giving up after being blocked in the first try, so he got it on the reverse play.
Bogsa Donado travels. He tried to fake to the right before he rolled to the left, and Jim Capers saw him dancing.
Well, there are 2 of the guys leading the MVP. Of course, Ramon Fernandez is not to be counted out. You're coming back in the 3rd conference, no, Ramon?
Yep, and we have to be at least a finalist for me to have the chance there.
Okay. Billy Ray Bates has got to regret that. He just got into this situation, and that's his first personal foul. But he knows how to behave. He knows how to play top pressured ball game.
Yes, because the guy he fouled was not the guy he's supposed to guard, Norman Black, you know, and for him to give up a foul against Ricardo Brown, bringing out the ball is going to hurt them.
Good pump coming from Ricardo Brown, does not get the basket, and Philip Cesar getting his first defensive rebound. Quickly now to what we call the wings. He fires from that place, short, and we have Philip Cesar over the shoulder foul. Good call by Jim Capers.
The NBA referees will always call that against you. If you get over somebody's back and you get into contact with him, they'll give you the foul.
Bates fronting Norman Black. They're not on your screens right now. The double post. Bogsa Donado trying to break away. Too strong a shot. Got to get his rhythm. Here comes Bates. He finds the opening. He stopped for a moment, continued to go in second gear, getting his first basket.
I think that we really have to commend the size of the crowd here despite the rainy weather. Huh?
It is a jam-packed Coliseum. From the corner, it is Ricardo Brown. And Ricardo Brown, during the past 2 games in this championship series, has been averaging 20 points. Cesar playing the outside to draw Norman Black. Here comes Bates. It is counted. It's a continuation play.
He did not dribble the ball after the foul was made. He went straight to the basket, Pings.
Did not hesitate in taking that attempt. It is the first personal foul called against Banal. Also having the first team foul called against Great Taste Coffee. It is 9:28. We are in the first period of game number 3. A very pivotal game because whoever wins will enter Thursday with a tremendous psychological advantage.
Just one more game away from the championship.
Now we have a 3-point game. It is Crispa Redmanizers. A foul call against Bates and Cesar. One against Banal. Low posting is Norman Black. Bates on him. And Norman getting his 4th point. Banal covering Bates from Rainbow territory. He can do it. 3 points. Right now, there are only 2 players from Crispa Redmanizers who have scored. 8 coming from Bates and 2 from Kidabin.
So Bates is really having a good offensive game.
Likewise from Great Taste Coffee, only 2 players. It's Black with 4 and Brown with 2. And Boggs Adornado joins the box scores.
You know, Cesar really played good defense against Adornado. He did not bite into the fake of Adornado, but Boggs still hit a fadeaway shot. That's difficult.
A fallout shot coming from Kidabin. He's got 4 points now, and during the past 2 games has been averaging 10 points per game, but tremendous of the rebounds, 10 rebounds per game. Adornado playing the outside, this time drawing out Philip Cesar. Low posting inside deep. It is Victorino.
That's another aspect of the game of Norman Black that you have to credit. He can pass inside, give off good assist play passes to his teammates. No?
It is a 2-point game. The Redmanizers. Good pump from Kidabin.
That's poor defense by Victorino. He should already prevented that cut by Kidabin. Once he's there, you can't stop him. You know?
Trying to meet Ricardo Brown as he spun. Bates covering Norman Black, trying to get a pick. And waiting downstairs, it is Fabiosa. You have been playing against Kidabin Mon Fernandez. He's got to be tough.
Yep, and you just have to take the baseline away from him. You have to go there first to block the pass.
Good call by referee Lee Jones. He saw Brown pushing off, and Fabiosa took a plunge. That's the first foul on Ricardo Brown. 2 team fouls called against Great Taste Coffee. Likewise, Crispa Redmanizers. It's a 4-point game with 7:36. We are in the first period. Bates playing the outside. He hits Kidabin. Kidabin looking for room. From 18 feet, it is Cesar.
Redmanizers moving the ball well here in the first quarter. They're trying to hit the open man, you know, not really forcing one-on-one plays.
Well, Cesar's having a great championship series. He's been averaging 19.5 points during the past 2 games. And we have Ricardo Brown getting it right back, hitting a rainbow territory shot. Bates gets a blocking foul from Banal. He has to give Bates 1 step so that he can change directions.
And for a while there, the crowd really held its breath because they felt it might have been an offensive foul. That would have been the second in BRB.
From rainbow territory, he lets loose. 3 points.
It's going to be a good game.
Well, Bates has been averaging 45 points per game during this championship series. Tonight, he already has 11.
That's the second foul on Bates, pushing off against Norman Black.
And he knew it. That's the second personal, bringing Crispa to the 3rd team foul. Same as Great Taste Coffee. Time is 6:49. We're in the first. Crispa at 19, 13 for Great Taste Coffee. Under the basket, good pump by Boggs Adornado. Could have been counted. Foul is called against Kidabin. That is his first. Foul, Kidabin. Part of the 1982 MVP, the Mythical 5, former 3-time MVP of the PBA, Boggs Adornado. And Boggs Adornado during the past 2 games has been averaging 28.5 points per game and pulling down only 2.5 rebounds. It's not really that known and renowned for rebounds. But Boggs is deadly. You cannot leave him alone. Fabiosa doing the tough jobs for Crispa. Black on the outside because Cesar is there. Here is Call. Short. Great Taste Coffee needs a basket. They're down by 4. Time is 6 and 15 in the first. Banal is open.
Yes, he must make those kind of shots. When the other guys are double teaming, Banal must hit those shots.
Another B, Mon Fernandez.
Yeah, that's right.
Had a great first game. Had 15 points. And then game number 2 had 7 for an average of 11 points per game. Here is base low posting. Good cut by Philip Cesar with Sky short. Here's Ricardo Brown. Fabiosa covering inside steps.
Yes. So what's the ability of Ricardo Brown to really dribble and change pace is what's really killing Crispa with his outside shots.
If Joel Banal can keep up with his game, I think Crispa will have a hard time also here.
As a matter of fact, during game number 1, Victorino, Carpio, and Banal were the big difference, the big story. Bates gets away.
There's a mismatch right there. There's switch off, Brown taking on Bates.
Fabiosa is okay, took a hard plunge. Bates now has 13 points, breaking the third deadlock. Norman Black is slow posting, quick turn, in and out, and Kidaben pulling down his third rebound, 2 and 1. Here is Bates. He has the feel, a little bit offline. And Lee Jones covering, and last touch was Philip Cesar. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. Cesar trying to go for a steal on a pass intended for Boxa Donado. Andy, the 21 points of Crispa appears to be coming only from 3 Redmanizers.
Well, Bates has 13, Gidaben has 6, and 2 points from Philip Cesar. Manny Victorino getting his 4th point on that play. I was just going to say, you're going to see a switch off now. Billy Ray Bates is not taking Norman Black. He's been assigned, Gidaben has been assigned to Norman.
Well, Bates is playing now with 2 personal fouls while Norman Black is clean. It is a foul called against Fabiosa.
Offensive foul.
On top of that situation, we have 4 and 31. We are in the first quarter. It is a deadlock score at 21 all. And Cesar with his long arms intercepting the pass. Atoyko from Rainbow Territory hits the back rim. Victorino almost had it. Here comes Bates. Short, and Kidaben will go through.
Yes, Kidaben is playing a good game today. He's powering himself in with 8 points for his team.
Here's Manny Victorino positioning himself low. Brown is open. Here's Boxa Donado on a follow-up shot using the glass.
Difficult shot by Adornado. It was on the run, but what a guy to get an offensive rebound at about 6 feet away from the basket.
He's got 6 points. 4 points from Norman Black, 7 from Brown. Victorino with 2. Under the basket is Kidaben. Good move.
They're really attacking. Gidaben's really attacking Victorino, trying to take advantage of that.
Well, he's got good footwork and he scored 10 points already. Here's Norman Black getting away, and he gets fouled on the act of shooting. It is a foul called against Kidaben. That is his second, bringing Crispa to the 16th foul with 3 and 28 in the first quarter.
Second personal foul on Gidaben. Great Taste only has 3 team fouls.
By the way, find out who will be tonight's best individual performer here in our Magnolia Ice Cream Best Player of the Game awarding right after this third of the Best of 5 Championship Series between Crispa and Great Taste.
Of course, Ramon, you will help us in that. So.
Okay.
A split from Norman Black. Our guest tonight is the 1982 MVP of the PBA, Mon Fernandez. Also part of the Mythical 5. The best in the land, Mon Fernandez. Beach-like defense being applied by Banal on Bates. Here's Fabiosa taking it from 19 feet.
That's the offensive power of Crispa. A lot of guys can really hit it once they are fast off free.
Well, Fabiosa during the past 2 games has been averaging 7 points per game. Miscue, and here comes Fabiosa. He looks for Kidaben. Kidaben going up. It's a blocking foul. Called against Ricardo Brown. That is his second personal. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. Juan Fernandez, Kidaben seems to be having a great night, and that's a lot of momentum and tempo he's giving to the other Redmanizers.
Yes, Victorino must play him, play a better defense than what he's doing right now in order to limit Gidaben. But he'll have a hard time to do that already now because Gidaben is
he's got his momentum.
Got his momentum already.
Well, that's a lot of confidence that he's showing and a lot of tenacity. Now he switched over to keep an eye on Norman Black, who's playing the outside. Boxa Donado looking for a cutter. Is being covered by Atoy Ko. Great move by Norman Black.
Stepping on the end line.
No count. He stepped in too deep, stepped on the baseline. So we have a turnover. It's a 5-point game being enjoyed by the Redmanizers with 2:32 in the first quarter.
You know, Norman was forced into that error. Billy is lulling Banal to sleep, you know, because Banal had his back towards the ball.
Here is Cesar. Kidaben hitting Ko. Ko bubbling. He fires. Atoy Ko, with his experience, getting his first basket, in spite of the fact that he bubbled that ball, he kept his composure.
That's the exact word that you used, Pingoy. It's experience, because he knew there were only 4 seconds left on the shot clock, so he had to get it off. Norman leaning there on Billy Ray Bates. No contact was called. No fouls.
It's a let-go situation. He was already up in the air. So we now have a 5-point game. 1:44. They go to Kidaben. They know he's hot. Victorino keeping an eye on him. Here is Bates. Quick turn
from the 3-point area, but Fabiosa picks up the loose ball. Brown was able to tap it off.
Immediately, 4 Redmanizers coming down to defend. Boxa Donado from long range. Hit the back rim.
That's a good call by, yes.
Nice touch. Fabiosa. Incidentally, disco lovers, it's time to celebrate, and that's because the group who popularized the hit song Celebration and other disco greats like Ladies Night, Big Fun, Get Down on It, and Let's Go Dancing, Ooh La La, will soon be in Manila for the first time. Cool and the gang. Celebrate with them on September 3rd and 4th at the Folk Arts Theater and September 5th at the Araneta Coliseum, which will be converted to a big disco.
That's right. There was a missed shot by Norman Black. Atoy Ko had a piece of the ball, but he could not control. So ball will go to the Great Taste. 56.4 seconds left here.
Brown from long range. Banal following it up.
Yes, second shot by the Great Taste. You know, Banal can become a great player because at 6'3" to play as a guard, you know, it's really a big factor.
That's right.
But he is very comfortable playing as power forward. He can move in close. Good pump coming from Kidaben.
Like you said, Ramon has got the confidence already, you know.
Yeah. He'll be doing that all evening.
Kidaben had 12 points during Game 1. Then Game 2 was limited to 8 for an average of 10 points. But tonight,
it's got 14.
14 already in the very first quarter. 15 seconds to go. Cesar scouting Boxa Donado, not giving him room. No posting is Black. Here is Victorino, and Jim Capers stops play.
Defensive Redmanizers were really tough in that play, but there was a foul by Atoy Ko.
Andy Mon, what is unique so far, both squads on the starting 5, there's been no substitutions, no changes.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Boxa Donado finds room. Hurried shot. Here is Norman Black. A second to go. Brown, let's go.
Yes.
And it's counted. It's going to count. So at the end of the first quarter, we have Crispa by 3. We'll be right back.
Siguro record of some sort. I don't know, walang substitution.
As we enter the second quarter with Crispa on top by 3 points, everybody's talking about the newest Spanish specialty restaurant along Makati Avenue, Doña Nena's Restaurant. Aside from their Spanish cuisines, they are now offering a wide selection of European dishes as well. Be one with us in praising its gastronomical effect. A simply wonderful feeling.
There's pressure on the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Crispa, and they're still here in their quarter court.
Cesar looks at the shot clock, 4 to go. He rings the bell.
He has also the ability to shoot from the outside. The first substitution was made as Cristobal coming in for Bernard Fabiosa, and his chore is to defend against Ricardo Brown. There's Gidaben with his third personal foul.
This may hurt his performance. He had a great first quarter, top scoring. He had 14 points. Billy Ray Bates had 13, but now he's got 3 personal fouls. First quarter stats, Andy.
Like you said, Gidaben 14, Bates with 13, Ricardo Brown 9, including that last second shot. Norman Black has 7.
Villamin coming off the bench, and Tommy Manotoc pulling out Gidaben. Bogs Adonado in and out. He's got to settle down. So far, Bogs only has 6 points. Familiar territory, the Rainbow territory. He likes to create magic there. He excites the crowds. The corner is Villamin. Victorino on him. Bogs Adonado is covering Cristobal. Black on Cesar. Cesar spinning. Pull out shot.
Nobody there for the offensive rebound.
Brown goes up.
Yes, good play because there was no safety guard for the Redmanizers.
Cesar got the first basket here in the second quarter, while Brown getting it right back. Cesar drawing out Norman Black.
Again, down to only 7 seconds.
Ko gets away.
Blocking foul, and the shot is going to count.
Good call by Jim Capers, because Ko, on a continuation play, already was up in the air. Watch it once more.
There, you can see Banal coming in, but Ko was already in the air, like you just mentioned.
He had the air right, and
my body here got 100%. You should know.
Lucky, that's all. Banal just incurred his third personal foul. During the first quarter, we experienced 5 deadlocks. It started at 2, and then the last time was at 23 all. Also, the first quarter, Crispa Redmanizers tightening up their defense, went into team foul trouble.
And Carter, who just came in, got an offensive rebound.
It is a 4-point game. The Redmanizers. The only time that Great Taste Coffee led was at the start, 2-0. Biggest lead of Crispa Redmanizers, 7 points. The score then was 31-24.
Another fast break play coming up for Great Taste.
4-2 situation. Bogs Adonado, bank shot.
Very comfortable in that play.
While Bogs Adonado has been averaging 28.5 points per game, tonight he's got 8 points so far. Made 36 in the first game, and game number 2, 21. Atoy Ko looking for room. Great footwork. And if you notice, Andy and Mon, ever since the NBA referees took over, Jones and Capers, the Redmanizers have adjusted their personal movements like Atoy would normally ward off.
Yeah, that's right. And their running screen, they've gotten rid of that also.
Look at Philip Cesar get there. A home run pass from by Cristobal.
He's one of the best receivers in the league. Banal trying to fix his right shoe. You know, that's a high cut, and for it to have gotten off his shoe, that's difficult. You know, somebody must have stepped on it hard. Oh, it's a low cut.
Yeah, it's low cut.
Thanks, Mon.
You have to use Mon's kind of shoe.
Yeah.
That's
First
right.
five, the first
That's
five.
right.
Thanks for the complimentary pair, Mon.
I'll give you some more.
How about me?
All of you.
Okay.
Thanks for the first 2 pairs. We have 8 and 54 to go. It is a 6-point game being enjoyed by Crispa, and we have Jimmy Mariano talking things over with Marquez.
Yes, and there's another foul on the act of shooting. Ricardo Brown making the shot.
Well, Cristobal was going to tap it on the back, but caught the shoulder of Brown, and we have Marquez coming in very early in the game, and Bogs Adonado is being faced by Jimmy Mariano. He has 8 points, made 6 during the first quarter, and pulled down 2 rebounds, 1 and 1.
Yes.
Ubalde is dispatched by Coach Tommy Manotoc.
Giving Philip Cesar a rest, you can see the matchup is really for Philip to defend against Adornado. The minute Adornado was taken out, Tommy had room to bring in Freddy Ubalde, who will probably be matched up against Joey Marquez.
While Cesar made only a basket during the first quarter, he hit twice in the second for a total of 6. 8 and 44. It's a 3-point game being enjoyed by the Redmanizers. Here's Villamin. He can take it from there. Villamin, you can almost count on him when he's moving without the ball and he's got the field. He can contribute 5 or 8 points. Norman Black on the outside, going to Norman Black, anticipated by Bates. Last touch was Billy Ray Bates. And look at that whistle. Capers was not really sure. He looked at Jones, who was on top of the situation. Good eye-to-eye contact. Banal playing with 3 personal fouls. Here comes Norman Black. Villamin will be having full hands tied.
There was a foul on Villamin. You know, Ramon, you played against Norman. This is his 3rd year in the Philippines. No? Does he really love, is it true? Because this is what I've seen. He loves to go to his left more.
Well, I haven't really noticed that.
You don't defend again.
I haven't really defended him that much. But I think anywhere he goes, it's very hard to stop.
Norman now has 9 points. Banal on Bates, crouching low. Good help there coming from Norman Black, and here comes Ricardo Brown going to Norman. He goes up.
Norman couldn't get the ball to fall. Would have been a 3-point play also.
Foul, Villamin. Get a foul from Villamin. Jim Capers, really very graphic in that call. He was even pointing to his face. That means he was trying to show and tell both players, look, you got fouled. You did the foul. You hit his face. And he was trying to slap, gently of course, the side of his right face. Norman Black getting to be miserable from the line.
It's 3 out of 5 for him so far in this ballgame.
Oh, the Red Manizers, Tommy Manotoc certainly played an effective defensive pattern against Norman Black, because on game 1 he had 45 points, and then on game 2 limited him to 26 points.
That's going to be an offensive foul, yes.
Good call by Jim Capers.
Foul on Bates.
Billy Ray Bates for bellying up. That is a 3rd personal foul on Bates. He was bellying up on Carpio, and Jim Capers was right there.
You know, with Bates getting fouls like this, he had actually 2 useless fouls. You know, he can't guard Norman. They can't put him on Norman.
That's right. And it's still 7 minutes to go.
And Norman Black scoring his 12th point. Incidentally, see the likes of your favorite basketball stars sing, dance, and perform on stage in playoffs, show-offs, and musical comedy to be presented by the Players Association on September 9 at the Manila Midtown Hotel. Ticket outlets, Pamayan, Ito Ray, Rubber World, Manila Midtown Hotel, and from any of your favorite caterers. This show is for the benefit of the Philippine National Red Cross and Retirement Fund of the Province.
There, Bates is not lifting a hand to lay up against Carpio because he has 3 personal fouls, and Norman Black hit him with a good assist.
After a long time, Great Taste Coffee is on top by a basket. Banal on Bates. Bates looking for a possible cutter. Big Marquez on a good rebound. Down on a quick low. Great move by Ricardo Brown.
Banal is playing a good D on Bates, huh?
Yes, he's forcing him to take outside shots with him on top.
Yeah, because Bates loves to go to his left, and Banal is denying him that.
It's a foul call against Marquez, and a little while ago you just saw the quickness of the quick bound foul. That's the first personal foul called against Marquez, bringing Great Taste Coffee to the second team foul. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. With Billy Ray Bates still in the court with 3 personal fouls, the Red Manizers definitely are missing the services of Kidabin, who had to be sidelined because of 3 personal fouls. He created and destroyed the defenses of the Great Taste Coffee Creamers.
That's right, you know, and both of the top scorers right now with 3 personal fouls could tell against Crispa in the long run.
Obalde pulling down his first defensive rebound after the Carpio miss. Here is Atoyko. He'll take it from the outside offline. And Norman Black pulling down his third rebound. A quick pitch to Marquez. And a back tap. Obalde saved by Cristobal. Cesar pulls up. Banal, fourth rebound, 2-on-2. Here's Ricardo Brown. Bounce pass to Marquez, who's responding.
Good play by Ricardo Brown. He must be the top player up to this point. 16 points and a lot of good assist passes to his teammates.
That's a shoe-in for Rookie of the Year, Ricardo Brown. And as we watch Cristobal set up the position execution, it will be a tough job for Ramon Fernandez. Oh, great steal. Marquez. What a goal. 3 points. Right then and there.
5 points.
Fortunes change. 5 points. Well, I was telling you about Mon Fernandez doing a tough job. That includes also Willie Generalao when they defend their respective crowns in the unlimited and limited height categories of the 1983 Shakey's PBA. 3 points. What an explosion here posted by the Redmanizers.
They can kill you with those 3 points, you know, 2 3 points in a row.
Billy Ray Bates. 16 points to his credit. That's his third rainbow. Here is Carpio looking for that shot.
Yes, good shot.
6 points all coming in this second quarter. This is now the 7th deadlock.
Ato is really hot. He's really looking for the ball, you know.
He goes to Ubalde at the paint. Fourth rebound for Norman Black. Side-stepping is Carpio, and he gets fouled by Atoyko. That's the second personal called against Atoy, bringing now Crispa Redmanizers to the 16th foul, as opposed to Great Taste Coffee only has 2. Good sidestep. Carpio gets back by Ko. And we have Tommy Manotok pulling out Cristobal. In is Fabiosa. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. During the timeout, Coach Tommy Manotok also sent right back in the game Kidabin and Padim Israel joining Fabiosa. So they have Cesar and Bates. Oh, what a steal coming from Marquez.
Yes, Fabiosa passed off to Israel, who was not expecting the pass. It was a 3-point play in just a few seconds of play. Very crucial steal there by Marquez, who came off the bench to really perk up the team, you know, giving Adornado a rest, but really doing his job well also.
And Ricardo Brown is rested by Jimmy Mariano. We now have Eddie Boy Mendoza seeing action. Here is Bates pulling up. In and out situation. Was traveling. Marquez playing a tough game. The matchups, Andy.
Well, Bates has 16, Norman Black has 12 rebounds in favor of Norman, also assists.
Here is Norman Black. Good cover coming from Israel, but Mendoza is right there. Bates controls the board. That's his third rebound. Fabiosa, drive and draw play, and Kidabin responding very quickly.
That was a difficult pass by Fabiosa. You know, if you're not really aware of your teammate, you might not even expect it coming back to you.
It's a 1-point game. We have 2:50 to go in the first half of play. Ball movement being executed by Great Taste Coffee. Norman Black had to come out.
Oh, it's been missing all night too.
Fast break.
Yes, even if Norman had got touched that ball, it would have been goaltending because Bernard decided to use the glass, you know, and if you bounce it off the glass, it's going to be goaltending.
Fabiosa doing the tough jobs. He just scored his 4th point. Had a basket during the first quarter. Here's Mendoza, fresh on the bench. He goes to Carpio. Carpio looking for Norman Black, being covered by Cesar. There's a cut by Carpio, nothing there. Marquez!
Oh, Marquez! Despite the fact that he missed a layup, you know, he's been doing other chores that have been well. 6 points for him.
tremendous double cut. And Marquez tonight is not just a face in the crowd. He is definitely visible. Bates had to pull up because Roman Black came out to help. Carpio, good positioning, boxing out Kidaben. Carpio's got 3 rebounds, 2 and 1. Great 7 points, all coming in the second. Good pump by Roman Black.
Still can get it to fall, however.
Well, he saw at the corner of his right eye Padim Israel, who is a great defender from the Redmanizers, always trying to help. 18 on the shot clock. Bank shot coming from Carpio. That's 9 points. Big quarter for Joy.
Yes, and Joy is really killing them here with follow-up shots and close range. She's even challenging Billy Ray Bates in that play.
Bates coming out, but no matter wherever he goes, Banal is right there. He gets away one step, and immediately Carpio trying to back him up. We have Bates, 18 points, Andy.
You know, what Banal is forcing Bates to do is force him to go to the baseline, and then immediately Norman Black and the other fellow, big fellow, comes out and helps.
Yes, but he has to cut that pass to Bates right away.
What a great night. Joey Marquez. He's going to remember this quarter. Cesar is open. Gets fouled by Mendoza. Foul number 8. Lee Jones, referee of the NBA. And we have, wait a minute. Andy, something happened there.
Well, maybe one of the referees was going to call a foul on Mendoza coming in to help against Cesar, but the other referee insisted that he saw the foul of Fabiosa giving an illegal kick first.
Look at Marquez hustling, keeping it alive.
Black can't hit it. You know?
He's missed about 4 consecutive shots already.
Yes. 17 fouls for Crispa, only 2 for Great Taste, so they can still afford to foul as long as it's not in the act of shooting. I mean, the 13th foul with that play.
Pretty high shooting percentage for Crispa, 61, 56. Great Taste. Not too bad, but better on Crispa. 15 seconds before the end of the first half.
Crispa is setting up for the last shot.
9 seconds. It's Kidaben. He's got a big night, too. 4 seconds. Black knows it. He'll put it up. It is counted. Hit the horn. So at the end of the first 24 exciting minutes, we have Great Taste Coffee on top by 3. Mon Fernandez, Andy Howe, and I will be right back. The 3 points, they had it on a couple of occasions. And the last time out, Crispa, Kidaben,
and Bates both with 18 points and 3 personal fouls. Ko has 2. Ubalde has also 2. Fabiosa with 2. Banal for Great Taste. He has a tough job going against Billy Ray Bates. He has 3. And Brown has 2. Norman Black has no fouls in this ball game. Victorino has no fouls. Adornado, no fouls also.
On your screens, the leading scorers of the second quarter, and a big night for Joey Marquez. He's got 8 points, all coming in the second.
How about Joey Carpio?
Oh, tremendous. And Ko also came to life. He only had a basket during the first quarter.
And now 10, total of 12, you know, after the first half.
Billy Ray Bates switching over is Victorino. Good line. Oh, straight as an arrow. 20 points now for Billy Ray Bates.
That was a good shot he took because Abed Kidaben was sliding to the basket and he was there also poised for the possible offensive rebound.
During the past 2 games, he's been averaging 45 points per game, had 47 during Game 1, and Game 2 he had 43. Bogs Adonado. Black and Brown. He spots.
Yes. Almost from the 3-point territory. Can't afford. Ate was even telling Bernal Fabiosa to raise his hands. You just can't watch Brown take the shot because more often than not his percentages are very high.
Both squads reverting to their starting 5 of the first half. Pass intended for Kidaben. Batted out by Manny Victorino. On rebounds, Manny Victorino has been averaging only 4 rebounds per game during the past 2 games, but he's been responding from the floor.
Bad pass. 2 bad passes actually. One for Fabio and Victorino Black score.
Nobody's giving up, but Brown joins the picture. 3-and-1 break. Alley-oop pass going to Norman.
Yes. 3-on-1 situation. Norman may have hurt himself in that play, because he was limping when he came out of that a little bit.
He's favoring his right leg and is biting also his lips. You know, in game number 2, he hurt his right hand and his left hand is still taped. One of these days, he'll probably play with elbows. Billy Ray Bates hitting for 2 in a row.
So far, it's been Billy Ray Bates who's scored for Crispa. So we have the ball game back to a 3-point lead for the Great Taste where it was at halftime. No?
Banal has got 3 personal fouls on him. Atoy Cos keeping an eye on him. Banal from 17 feet.
Yes, good shot.
Now here's Banal, who made 4 points during the first quarter. This is his 6th point coming in the third. We have 10 minutes. Banal continues to hound Billy Ray Bates. And Norman Black pulling down his 5th rebound only. Here's Bogs Adonado
going on the reverse, making sure that there was no way Billy Ray Bates could have blocked that shot. Good fast break play.
Bates really didn't want to press because he's already carrying 3 personal fouls.
Yes.
Don't look now, but this is the biggest lead of Great Taste Coffee, 7 points. They go to the corner. It's Atiko over there. 1 step ahead. It is counted a continuation play. The foul called against Bogs Adonado. Good call by Jim Capers.
And of course, it's been very steady in this series. You know, it's been always scoring well for the team. Today, he already has 14 points, a chance for 15 points with this extra bonus shot.
Well, Atoy Cos come to life. He had 19 points in game 1, then on the second game, 16 for a total of 17.5.
For 2 games, no?
Fantastic.
Right now, he has already 15, and we're in the third quarter.
Fabiosa and Brown on the paint. It's Norman Black.
Yes, that's the range of Norman. He likes that.
Boxing hot. 18 points, made 14 during the first half. Atoy Co looking for Kidaben, and Manny Victorino is there. However, Cesar hits the corner. Cut the edge. Here's Brown covered by Cesar. Tap from behind. It's Kidaben. 3-2 situation, and Norman takes it away, and a bounce intended for Kidaben. It's Victorino.
Traveling.
That's going to be thought of by Manny for quite a while. He's going to think about that.
Yes, he slipped in that play. You know, it was 2 points right there. But he slipped before he could get his...
Well, he looked at Billy Ray Bates. Had a second thought too, whether to back pass towards Bogs Adonado. Oh, he'll think about that. Billy Ray Bates, baseline drive. Oh, great move.
And a foul on Banal. Oh, Norman Black, I'm sorry. That's the first personal foul for Norman.
Did you know that Billy Ray Bates is this league's 2-point shot leader? He converted 255 shots out of 382 attempts for a fantastic 66.75% from the floor. That lead of 7 points of Great Taste Coffee trimmed to 3 points with 8 and 15 in the third. Bogs Adonado looking for a pick. He has to come out. Posting now is Norman Black. And the small man doing the tough jobs. Fabiosa. Good timing. Draws a foul from Manny Victorino. That is the first foul called against Victorino, but he just brought Great Taste Coffee to the third team foul. Matchup, Andy.
Well, Adornado not scoring as well as Atoy Co, but he has 4 rebounds in that ball game, and 3 assists, as compared to 5 for Atoy, who's a guard, you know.
Billy Ray Bates extending himself. Good body control.
And this is the third chance for Crispa to have 3-point plays. First it came from Atoy Co, then Billy Ray Bates, and now Bates has another chance for a 3-point play.
Watch it once more. Good body control. Beaver Lopez sent me a copy of the 1980-81 official guidebook of the CBA, and guess who was on the cover? Billy Ray Bates. He was declared the 1979 CBA Rookie of the Year. No posting is Norman Black. Give him 2.
Yes, Bates came out to help, but Norman was not to be denied after he got his momentum.
Atoy Co looking for room, and Jim Capers blowing the whistle. Offensive foul called against Atoy Co, running.
That's also 3 for Atoy right now.
7 and 20. We are in the third. Boxa Donado, quick cover from Atoyko. Here comes TJ Fabiosa. Banal trying to flank him, going through. He does the tough job.
How come the guy with the ball is always faster than the guy defending?
He is thinking, and Brown breaks the ninth deadlock, pushing Great Taste Coffee in front by a basket. It's 77-75. Fabiosa has got 2 personal fouls. Bates playing the outside. He's got 3. Kidaben almost got away, lost control, hit his knee.
Yes, there you can see that Norman Black came out to help because he was on top. This is really a quality ball game, a basketball game.
And speaking of quality ball game, don't forget the delayed telecast because that one is just super.
Yes, they both came out to play good defense, good offensive game.
Brown gets a pick from Banal, going up.
Nobody can stop Brown. Huh?
Right now he's got 22 points, made 16 during the first half, playing with 2 personal fouls, 6 and 18 in the third quarter. It's a 4-point game. Banal on Bates, but Banal's got 3 personal fouls. He hits Fabiosa.
Only 5 seconds left on their shot clock.
Here comes Brown, 2-and-1 situation. Boxa Donado. No hesitation. He's got 12 points to his credit.
Total turnovers, Crispa with 13, Great Taste with 10. And you know, Crispa with Fabiosa trying to drive into the basket, they have no safety guard, so it's Bates who's playing safety for their team.
It's a 6-point game being enjoyed by Great Taste Coffee. 5 and 34 in the third. And we have another turnover. Adin Israel comes in the game. Timeout being held by Coach Tommy Manotok. We'll be right back. Time left 5 and 30. We are in the third quarter. At the moment, it is Great Taste Coffee on top by 6 points. Billy Ray Bates is now keeping an eye on Norman Black. Adin Israel checking on Boggs Donado. Here comes Boggs pumping once. Good defense applied by Padim Israel. Billy Ray Bates losing control, all set to take a rainbow shot. Slipped through his fingers. Manny Victorino.
Norman is there. Oh, he should have come down with the ball.
But take a look at Destiny. Last touch was Kidaben. Baseline. It's Banal. Fabiosa on Brown. Dead shot.
And Fabiosa has been watching Brown take the shots.
24 big points now for Ricardo Brown, and Fabiosa doesn't know what to do. He stays close. Brown goes around him, then pulls up. If he stays far, Brown takes it from long range.
He tries a 3-point play. No success there, and there's another fast break for Adornado if they can pitch it to him.
Good steal by Fabiosa. Good block, but body contact called against Ricardo Brown. Brown.
Now Brown should watch himself because that's his 3rd personal foul.
Up he goes on a slow-mo brought to you by San Miguel Beer. 4 and 27 before the end of the third. Fabiosa and the Red Manizers, they need this. They're down by 8 points. He could be a candidate. He's been playing well tonight. He's been hustling, showing a lot of aggressiveness, and he can be one of the contenders for the Magnolia Ice Cream Best Player of the game. Fabiosa. And Fabiosa is rested now by Coach Tommy Manotok. In is by Cristobal. Ricardo Brown, 24 and 8 assists.
What a game, huh?
Big night for him, as usual. Up he goes. And we have Kidaben pulling down his 6th rebound. 3 and 3, playing with 3 personal fouls. Here's Atoyko asking for a pick. No count. It's a hand foul. It is called against Bogs Adonado.
This time in the third quarter, it's the other way around. Great Taste already has 6 team fouls. Crispa has only 1 team foul with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left.
And Atoyko hits from long range, getting his 17th point. And this particular quarter, good pacing coming from Coach Tommy Manotok. It depends now whether his boosters will be able to gel and respond, while Jimmy Mariano has retained this starting 5. Here's Nolan Black. Slid.
Bates was really on top of the play. Even after the call was already made, Norman went for the shot. He blocked it away.
Ricardo Brown coming close to us. He's dripping like a faucet.
The weather, despite the cold weather, it's really hot because of the capacity crowd that we have here, no?
And it's a hot game. It's a pressure game. Kidaben.
His first 2 points in the second half, Pingoy.
He made 18 during the first half. Big first quarter for him, knocking in 14 points. Low posting is Norman. Billy's right there. Sees the open man. Victorino moving without the ball.
Yes, Kidaben came out to help. Nobody covered Victorino.
It's a 4-point game. 3 and 10. Third quarter. They go to Bates. Here's Kidaben. Victorino knows he can score. Atoyko looking for room and a fake drive.
What a pass.
Beautiful pass.
Yes.
Drive and draw. Kidaben also motion offense. It's a 2-point game.
Nobody seems to really be able to break away, Ramon.
Yeah.
Ricardo Brown being hounded by Cristobal. No posting is Black. He gets away. Nice move.
He shouldn't hesitate there anymore because Bates has 3 fouls already.
Try to get the 4th foul of
Yes.
Bates.
Norman Black adding another 8 points in this particular third quarter, aside from the 14 he's got in the first half. Atoyko is open, too strong, and Norman pulling down his 9th rebound, 7 and 2. Two minutes and 10 seconds. From 18 feet short, Atoyko going now to Bates.
Forget it. Forget it.
And a foul coming from Ricardo Brown. Watch this continuation play. Up he goes, fouled by Norman. Give him two, now it's a chance for a slam. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. Billy Ray Bates does not complete the slam. However, Great Taste Coffee is in a delicate situation because the 4th personal foul of Brown just brought Great Taste Coffee to the 17th foul with 1 minute and 44 to go. Any fouls committed by the coffee makers, it's going to go to the line. But Norman Black just scored his 24th point.
That's right. That was the first missed free throw by Crispa in this ball game, the one by Billy Ray Bates. So far, everybody's been shooting 100%. Fabiosa sent back into the ballgame for Cristobal, and we have a foul there by Eddie Boy Mendoza.
During the timeout, Jimmy Mariano had to pull out Ricardo Brown. That's the reason why we have the presence here of Eddie Boy Mendoza. On the other hand, Coach Tommy Manotok dispatched Fabiosa in favor of Cristobal because TJ can create a lot of happenings. He can drive and draw, he can get the fouls, and that is 2 opportunities from the line.
Exactly, because he found TJ having hard time with Brown. He could not control Brown, but since Brown is out of the ball game, best time to send Fabiosa in, especially for foul baiting tactics.
But Padim Israel is another big story here in the third quarter. While Bogs Adonado has 12 points, made 8 during the first half, he has been only giving him very, very little room. As a matter of fact, Bogs has only fired 4 points in this third quarter. This could be his 6th.
Yes.
So Bogs Adonado will have to move a little bit faster because he can't draw a pick from his teammates. The guarding has been very tight. Good defense being applied.
That's a mismatch there if Kidaben can exploit it over Adornado. The switch off was Victorino taking on Ko, so Ko immediately lobbed in the pass.
Well, Kidaben knew what to do. He just scored his 24th point. He's playing a big game. We have 40 seconds before the end of the third. That pass of Box Adonado anticipated by Kidaben. Here comes Fabiosa, who really was drawing that foul because he could have pulled up. He knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yes, he was trying for a three-point play. If he had been able to maintain his balance there, he knew Mendoza was going to foul him. There was no way Mendoza was going to control. There was Mendoza crashing against the boards and then Fabiosa coming in also. 2 free throws again.
What a tough kid. By the way, come on. It's time to celebrate with Cool and the gang. See them perform live for the first time in Manila and dance to the beat of their funky rhythm. September 3rd and 4th at the Folk Arts Theater and September 5 at the Araneta Coliseum, which will be converted into a giant disco. Share this once-in-a-lifetime disco happening with no less than Cool and the gang.
Fabiosa also making his 2 free throws. We have a tied ball game, Pingoy.
This is now the 10th deadlock. The last time out was 75 all.
Only 27 seconds and 17 on the game clock. So about 10-second differential from that shot clock and the game clock.
No posting. Snowman block. Banalo just checked in a little while ago. Mendoza is open.
Oh, that's going to hurt them. You know, Mendoza coming in and making that shot.
He's cool as ice. Here is Padim bouncing into Fabiosa without looking. Up he goes. It is counted. Illegal block because there was already air right.
Yes, Fabiosa was already in the air. And look at this play, you know. Let's take a look on that slow motion. Fabiosa was there and Carpio going in. Look at this. Tommy Manotoc knows there are 4.2 seconds left. He only has 1 team foul. He can't afford to foul, and I think he's going to use his foul, Pingoy.
That is why he's got Tito Varela coming in, resting Ko. Good time for Ko to rest. Aside from making 12 points in the first half, he has added another 5 for a total of 17.
He's going to use these guys to foul, you know. He doesn't want his first team doing the foul.
Because Tommy Manotoc remembers that before the end of the first half, Black was able to score another 2 points. So
also
they
Brown.
Came in. Oh, it's, yeah, Norman Black scored and had a lead of 3 points.
Yes. So, you know, after this foul shot on Fabiosa, if Great Taste gets the ball, you can expect a foul from one of the players, no? From either Varela or... there's going to be a foul there. Definitely. They're going to give up the foul.
Yeah.
It is a foul called against Padim Israel. That's only the second team foul called against Crispa. 2 seconds to go before them, the third. A lot of thinking, a lot of strategy coming from both benches.
Yes, every point counts in a ball game that's as close as this.
It's a 1-point game for Crispa. They go to the air. It is Carpio. Quick release. Too strong. Follow up. Oh, good shot.
Beautiful.
Yes, the second... Oh,
It is
the
counted.
third time around.
And Mendoza a little while ago on the other side converted, and then without landing, he just met that ball, let go, watch it once more. What a beautiful shot. Air ball from Carpio. There is Eddie Boy. Great shot. Varela. Before we continue, we turn you back to our studios.
Pero napapahinga si Brown at abor natin.
We entered the fourth and last quarter with a shot coming from Marquez, and Marquez just got his second personal foul. Scoring by periods, Andy.
Well, Great Taste coming back very strongly in the second quarter. Then Crispa came back 34-32. Great Taste has had 3 shots that beat the buzzer. First, second quarter compliments of Brown, Black, and Mendoza. Mendoza's 4 points in the fourth quarter must really hurt Crispa.
And Billy Ray Bates just scored his 32nd point. By the way, we would like to congratulate Emilio S. Lim Appliances on their 16th anniversary. They have an ongoing sale right now, so it is your chance to buy at low, low prices.
There's a loose ball foul called against Israel. Positioning against Banalo came in for the offensive rebound.
Padim Israel just got his second personal foul, leading scorers in the third, Danny.
Bates has 12, Norman has 10, Fabiosa with 9, and Brown with 8. Alley-oop pass, backdoor play. It's going to count, and a foul from Gidabe.
This is 4.
Could be trouble And somehow you begin to wonder what has happened to Philip Cesar.
Well, he has not been playing that well today, you know, so far in this ball game. I'm sure Tom is giving him a rest. Padim so far has been doing a great job also. Bates should, you know, he tried for a steal there and Norman just caught him coming in and went back door. So that 3-point play.
Here is Fabiosa trying to dribble, cutting the path of Eddie Boy, who is playing a great big game also for Great Taste Coffee. Low posting is Kidaben. Fabiosa. And Carpio was ready for that. Carpio waiting for Norman Black. Overboard.
Well, if Joey Marquez really hit that one, he would have really deserved. You know, he's been playing so well for the team. He has a total of 10 points, I think. No?
Made 8 during the second and a hit at the start of the fourth quarter. By the way, friends, meet at Kegroom Restaurant, Makati Avenue beside the Ayala Museum. See you there. Make Kegroom your next stop between office and home, especially during these rainy days when traffic is jammy. Oh, time to go there. Time is 10 and 14. It's a 4-point game. We have a technical foul called against Eddie Boy Mendoza for illegal defense.
First time it's been called here in this ball game. I think the first time since the NBA referees came here, they've given a warning on double teaming. But so far, not zone defense has been called. This is the first time it's happened.
You see Billy Ray Bates. Well, looking over his CBA career, he was part of the 1979-1980 first 5 All-Star team together with Ron Davis, Edgar Jones, Al Smith, and Crispa's last year, Glenn Hagan.
That Edgar Jones is a great player.
Super. But the MVP was Ron Davis.
Billy Ray Bates hitting a shot from about 14 feet, so that cuts down the lead of Great Taste again to only 1 point. Very tight ball game.
And speaking of Billy Ray Bates, because of his outstanding performance at the CBA, the 79-1980, right after the conference, the Portland Trail Blazers signed him up.
Yes. And he averaged over 20 points in the playoffs. You know, that's a real feat for a guy coming off the bench.
As a matter of fact, on field goals, he was ranking number 9.
And again! I wonder... And again, Great Taste beats the gun.
It counts. It's a 3-point game. And Mon Fernandez, in your experience, how many times have you seen beating the horn?
Well, not as many as this.
5 times in this ball game alone. Breaks are really falling for them. You know, those shots were very crucial. 10 points right there.
Well, as they say, Andy, when you talk about breaks, usually the better player, the better team, usually gets the breaks.
Going to be a blocking foul on Joey Marquez there.
You got to give the offensive player 1 step so that he can change directions.
Great Taste should watch themselves because like in the third quarter, they got themselves into foul trouble early, you know? And you know, these are useless fouls that you're committing here.
Bates keeping it alive for the Redmanizers. They're down by 3. He hits from 21.
He has great offensive ability, Ramon.
Well, he now has 37 points, and looking at his performance, Billy Ray Bates during the CBA conference, 78-79 and 79-80, averaging 27 points.
And you have to credit Joey Marquez with a great one-on-one play. He was just like Ramon Fernandez in that play.
Well, win or lose, Joey Marquez, this is his night. He's got 12, nothing from Atoy Ko. Norman Black pulling down his 10th rebound, 8 and 12. And Norman Black during the past 2 games has been averaging 21.5 rebounds, and we now have Norman scoring also.
Good shot there by Norman. They needed that. You know, it's a 5-point lead for his team right now. The guy that has not been paced in this ball game is Atoy Ko. Definitely he's been tired. You know, he's not really gotten any rest in the second half.
Well, right now you see on the screens Atoy Ko on the left side not moving, but him trying to help out on that rebound just in case Norman should miss, but that never happens. Eddie Boy keeps on going up.
Yes. And Fabiosa again left well with a poor defensive play on his part.
Don't look now, but it is a 7-point game being enjoyed by Great Taste Coffee, but we have a long time to go. 7 and 50. Atoy Ko looking for room, being prepped by Marquez. And Lee Jones calls a foul.
No, a second
Wait a minute.
technical foul, yes.
3 seconds, defensive alignment.
Illegal defense, technical call against Norman Black. He was more than 6 to 8 feet away from his man. And we have a two-man substitution being applied here by Tommy Manotoc. In Cristobal and
Cesar.
Cesar.
For
and resting
Israel Fabiosa.
Israel and Fabiosa.
Billy Ray Bates made the technical foul shot, the second called against Great Taste. Only 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Crispa, however.
Billy Ray Bates going up. It is a continuation play.
Billy Ray Bates is single-handedly bringing him back into the ball game.
Yes.
Well, when he was playing for the Maine Lumberjacks and watching him in the slow-mo brought to you by San Miguel Beer, he was ranking 9th in terms of field goal percentage, 54% in the 79-1980 conference, 83% from foul throws and rebounds, 7.5. He's a natural guard, averaging 27.1 points per game, ranking number 5. In assists, he was number 8. Thanks for the information, Beaver Lopez. It's a 3-point game. A lot of time. 7.5.
Offensive foul called on Joy Carpio. You know, Ramon, aren't you surprised with some of these calls? You know, we are not really familiar with these offensive fouls that they're calling.
Well, on that particular fourth foul called against Carpio, Cesar already had his feet planted on the ground. That pass by Marquez. And we have a collision. Norman Black collided
Against Cristobal.
Cristobal, and Norman seems to be having a headache. Let's watch it once more.
There you can see the ball went to Cristobal. Then Norman could not control himself, banging against Cristobal, and he moved about 8 feet away.
He banged the elbow, and here comes firepower from Jimmy Mariano, Bob Sadonado, and Ricardo Brown.
Well, you can't say for the game that Marquez, Carpio, and Mendoza played in this ball game. It was a terrific ball game on their part. We have a timeout called by Great Taste. We'll be right back.
Great Taste Coffee.
Resumption of play. Andy, what's your topic on Crosby's Inside Basketball?
I talk about picks, you know, and that's screens that we really mean. You know, the importance of what a screen means to a ball club, especially in the PBA. Banal is sticking very close to Billy. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Second time that Norman Black is holding on to his forehead. Time is 6:45. So Andy Howe will be with you right after this game. Good turnover, and we have Billy Ray Bates.
Yes, the referees did not stop the play, even though there was a preempted foul by Banal.
Well, the situation there is an incidental foul. Do not deprive
Of a
the
good
ball
play.
carrier of a possible chance to score. You know, let-go situation. Ricardo Brown got disturbed, but Norman Black is right there. He was fouled by Kidabin.
That's his 5th. And that's a technical foul on Gidabin for second motions.
Well, Kidabin and his intensity just turned him away. Take a look at this again. Up he goes. You don't do that.
Yes, no question about it, you know.
Behave like a pro. Because if you allow that, somehow it could incite negatively the fans. There was no need to do it. And Kidabin is being pulled down by Billy Ray Bates, and Tommy Manotoc will take charge.
Bob Sadonado makes the technical foul shot.
Kidabin will cool down. That's the reason why Tommy Manotoc pulled him out, spell him off for a while. He's playing a great game. 24 points, aside from 6 rebounds, 3 and 3. It's an adjustment that Kidabin will have to apply to himself.
That's right. Well, Ramon, you played under these circumstances. Remember, you were the champion when you played Crispa in the Open, and they were the referees also?
Yes, that was, I think, 1981.
81, yes.
When Norman Black maximizing the opportunity, stretching the lead to 4 points. We have 6 and 12 to go. Billy Ray Bates playing now without the headband. Banal pressing him. Up he goes.
It's going to be an offensive foul. Yes.
He brought down Victorino. He brought down Norman Black. The defenders of Great Taste Coffee had no place to go. Both Victorino and Norman Black had their feet planted on the ground. You saw that. We'll be right back.
An offensive foul for warding off.
That's the fourth personal foul called against Norman Black. We have 4 and 57 to go. It's a 3-point game, but this could change very quickly. Billy Ray Bates in Rainbow territory. He moves closer, hitting the open man.
Yes, Norman Black came out to help, leaving Philip Cesar alone.
8 points from Cesar. While Crispa Redmanizers has a mixed lineup, we have again the starting 5, the best 5 of Great Taste Coffee, and they're working like horses.
And Adornado tries to get it off the glass. Atoyko pulling down a defensive rebound.
Big rebound. That is his second defensive rebound. Here's Philip Cesar.
And there's going to be a loose ball foul on Victorino.
Victorino trying to reach in. He got his third personal foul, and since they're on over the limit situation, we find Atoyko on the spotlight. 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead.
You know, if Crispa can pull this ball game out, it's because of the foul shots that they have been converting.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so far they've only missed one from Billy Ray Bates, you know. And at the same time, Pingoy, they've had a lot of 3-point plays.
Since Great Taste Coffee is in team foul trouble, on the long pull, this could hurt them. We're now in winning time. It is crunch time. Norman Black. No count. Pete Jones on top of the situation.
Foul called on Billy Ray Bates. That's his fifth.
And Billy Ray Bates, when Norman Black got one step, he had his hand pushing at the waistline gently, but it was seen by Lee Jones, and that brought Billy Ray Bates to his 5th team foul and his 6th
Team foul for the Crispa Redmanizers.
That's right. It's the 5th personal. Norman Black almost had it, but caught trying to stab it. And Adornado quickly going up, foul on the act of shooting.
For a while there, they almost got caught with a 3-second violation because they couldn't get the shot off.
Cesar only has 2 personal fouls, but that brought Crispa to their 17th foul. Now, Kidaben is cooled down, dispatched right back by Tommy Manotok, and Israel, who has done a good, effective defensive job on Adornado, is rested.
This is go for broke time, you know. He's fielded both of his players who have 5 personal fouls each into the ballgame.
Well, here is the winning time, and as Fred Belayo would say, each team will have to move their stamina and determination from one higher level to another.
Yes. Whoever has it at the end wins the ballgame.
Now, when we entered the 4th and last quarter, it was a 1-point game. It was Great Taste Coffee at 95 and 94 for Crispa Redmanizers. Now it's a 1-point game. Still Great Taste Coffee with 3 and 45. Bates is shot blocked by Adornado. Here is Brown, but Atoyko goes on the flanks. Hitting. Oh, what's looking.
Yes. You know, for a while there, they were already poised for the offensive rebound, you know, and Victorino and Black were looking to the basket for that follow-up shot, but Brown decided to pass off to an open man who was not expecting it.
Great Taste Coffee Creamers will have to go on a 5-on-5, and Victorino was staying too close on Kidaben, and when Kidaben moved back, it was Victorino who caused the foul. You have to give the player one step to maneuver.
4 personal fouls on Victorino, 2 free throws for Abet Kidaben.
And Victorino had to be rested by Jimmy Mariano, also to cool him down, because he was kind of irritated with that call. But the call was right. If you're coming from the blind side, you cannot just stand shirt to shirt on the other player. You've got to be on a defensive position.
And Kidaben misses his first free throw, so he still has a chance to tie the ball game with his second shot, however. Crucial point. These are pressure-packed things.
It is winning time, and we have an opportunity for the 11th deadlock.
It is a deadlock, Pingoy.
3 and 25.
A lot of basketball left.
Norman Black has got 33. Made only 9 in this 4th quarter, but Billy Ray Bates is doing great. He's adding another 16.
Oh! Yes, that was a good play. Philip Cesar came out to help, and Cristobal bang against each other, so Adonado just got the pass.
19 points now for Box Adonado. Made only 8 points during the first half, but you know he can always shoot any time of the day. Low posting is Billy Ray Bates. He may go around Banal, and Banal, when he was about to fall, made a stab for the ball. Good hand action there.
Only 8 seconds left on the shot clock for Crispa.
And game time is 2:49. It's a 2-point game being enjoyed by Great Taste Coffee. Norman has got 4 personal fouls together with Ricardo Brown and also Carpio.
And Crispa is taking too much time. They only have 3 seconds left. Co has to throw up a prayer.
Good position by Carpio, really leaping high. Both squads in team foul trouble. Good spin by Ricardo Brown. Banal almost cut him there. At the shoulder, it is Norman Black going to Ricardo Brown, looking for a pick, trying to play hide and seek.
Yes. 4-point lead for the Great Taste Coffee makers.
While Ricardo Brown had 24 points, actually that was his first basket in the fourth quarter. Total now 26. Billy Ray Bates gently hit the back rim. Norman Black tapping it to Box Adonado. Up he goes.
And that's... Oh, it was going to count if it went in.
That's right, because he went up on the elbow, but it could have been a continuation play. The foul is on Cristobal. Watch it once more.
Yes, they were really preempting the foul there, but Adornado went all the way but missed the layup, you know.
And Cristobal could not understand it. He hacked already at Box Adonado. He kept on moving, so he told himself, I'll go for a second time. But still, he did not touch the ball, and that would have been counted should Adonado scored. However, he has an opportunity from the line.
Yes, Adornado proving very steady at the 15-foot line, a 5-point lead for Great Taste.
Box Adonado had 36 in game 1, 21 in game 2, and tonight, 21 points. 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes.
In these last 2 minutes, exciting at Tightly Povitan. It keeps you going.
There was a foul there by Joy Carpio on the driving Abet Gidaben. He has 5, so 2 free throws for Gidaben. Still a long way, 1 minute and 52 seconds, 2 free throws for Abet.
Carpio got his 5th personal foul. Both squads in team foul trouble. Gidaben has got eyes for blood. He can do it.
Well, he got a lucky break on the second foul shot. It was a little bit short, but good soft touch.
Well, Mon Fernandez, our guest, has been in that situation many, many times.
Both of the teams in penalty, Pingoy, so any defensive fouls is 2 free throws or loose ball.
Norman Black spotting, nothing there, and Gidaben bringing it down.
They go to Billy Ray Bates. He's going to drive in.
Hits the open man. Good play.
And suddenly the lead is down to 2 in a matter of only 20 seconds.
And you begin to wonder why Fabiosa is being kept in the bench and Cristobal is here keeping an eye on Brown.
Well, so far Brown was really killing... Oh, nobody picked up Brown! Nobody helped out on defense.
1 minute and 15. We'll be right back.
Dito tayo dapat maingat eh. Yun, bumalik.
Atoyko in possession, being pressed by Ricardo Brown. Time is 1 minute and 7 seconds. Low posting is Gidaben, looking for room. Back against to Atoyko, moving much closer. Checked by Carpio. Good defense, and Black just blocked it away.
It's a wonder that this play they didn't go to Bates, huh? They went to Atoyko and Adornado doing a reverse. And there's a pushing foul by Cristobal. That's 2 free throws.
Foul, Cristobal. Watch it once more in slow-mo. A little bit timid on the reverse. He was way out. And Mon Fernandez spotted that pushing foul immediately.
Yes. That was a very important play for Crispa. I wonder why they didn't go to Bates.
Well, I'm also wondering why Fabiosa is staying a little bit too long on the bench. While there is the height of Cristobal, but Fabiosa can create a lot of happenings he does a tough job.
Well, Banal missed his first free throw, missed his second also.
And Jim Capers sees a line violation. 50 seconds to go. There's a timeout. We'll be right back. Time left is 50.8 seconds. At the moment, it is a 3-point game being enjoyed by Great Taste Coffee.
4-point game.
4-point game, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Thank you, Andy.
Very important free throw. Banal gets it after the timeout was called.
And we have another timeout. We'll be right back. Timeout, Crispa and Time has not changed. It's still 50.8. The score, though, has. It's a 5-point game. Here comes Billy Ray Bates.
Oh, if it had gone in, it would have counted also. A blocking foul they're called against Norman Black. That's 5 for him.
Watch it once more. Up he goes. 5th personal foul called against Norman Black. So both imports are playing with 5 apiece. Both squads in team foul trouble. 2 shots for Billy Ray Bates.
Very important free throws if the Crispa Red Managers want to stay in the ball game.
When he was playing at the CBA for Maine Lumberjacks in his last season, he's been averaging 83% from the free throw line. He belongs also in the select circle. His game high, 45 points at the CBA. Tonight he's got 48, full court press being applied. Brown safely to Bogs Adonado. They've got to cross the line.
And Bogs wisely does it, you know.
35 seconds. They're on top only by 3.
Only 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Norman Black, top of the key, goes to Bogs Adonado, moving closer, and
he could have taken the attempt already. It was free.
Foul call against Bogs Adonado. Atoyko had his feet planted on the ground. He didn't move, and Bogs couldn't make up his mind to take a jump shot or drive in. We have a timeout. We'll be right back.
Timeout, Crispa and Managers.
Yes, ito importante na ito. Hindi mo. Okay.
26 seconds to go. Billy Ray Bates gets nothing, and Norman Black, big rebound.
That's it. That's it, you know, because right now they have to have a steal. They fouled Adornado in the process. So they didn't go for a 3-point play. They went for a 2-point play, huh?
As a matter of fact, during one of the timeouts, if we were lip readers, Tommy Manotok was asking Billy Ray Bates, do you have the feel from Rainbow Territory? Bogs Adonado, he's got to make up. They are 17 seconds away from getting their second win in this best-of-5 championship series. At this point, Andy, Tommy Manotok has consumed all of his timeouts.
So he cannot call any more timeouts to give instructions to his team.
Jimmy Mariano, on the other hand, still has 2. Bogs Adonado getting his 23rd point. 15
go
seconds.
for a 3-point shot.
Cristobal going to Cesar. He may do it.
No, it's very short.
But that we have
A loose ball, foul. Called on Bates, and that's it for him.
Billy Ray Bates, big 6th foul. Gets his 6th and last foul. He leaves the game with 6.8 seconds to go. And Billy Ray Bates tonight fired 48 points after making 18 in the first half. Only pulled down 4 rebounds.
Yes, Great Taste only 1 game away from the championship of the second conference.
So don't forget, on Thursday, that's going to be game 4. Could be the last. And Joe Cantada and Andy Howe will be covering that. Here is Norman. Norman Black also played at the CBA in the 79-80 series. Averaged 57%, very high. He ranked number 3 in field goal percentage. They give it to Cristobal with 3.6 seconds. Here is Scarpio. This time, they don't beat the horn. So, game number 3 belongs to Great Taste Coffee. They are now 2-1, and the official score 128, 123 for Crispa Redmonizers. Before we continue, we turn you back to our studios.
O, paano ito, direct? Oh.
Ganda ng tasting.
We have something.
Uy, muchas gracias, eh.
Thank you.